It's Grace here. Welcome to today's High Hammock Level 1 class. As always, feel free to have your blocks and blanket handy near you to always give you the most support. Today we'll meet in a nice kneeling position here with the fabric right in front of your face. And as always, maybe the blanket underneath to have your knees and ankles more comfortable. Hands down lightly on your thighs, perhaps in a mudra, thumb and index together, Jnana mudra, to help with our focus, as we have our meditation with our dristi. So imagine a clock with the 12 all the way to the 1 to 12. And we'll pretend our eyes are the minute hand going around the 12, 1, 2, 3, all the way to the 11. Okay, so close your eyes. Settle into your seat. Extended spine. Having your gaze at your third eye between your eyebrows, or at your heart center. Then imagine that clock we just talked about earlier. Without moving your head, without moving your neck, keeping your eyes closed, shift your gaze up at the 12. Then shift your gaze to the right at the 3 o'clock. Then shift your gaze down at the 6 o'clock. Then shift your gaze to the left, 9 o'clock. One more time in that clockwise direction, 12 o'clock up, 3 o'clock right, 6 o'clock down, 9 o'clock left. Now every hour, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, returning to 12 o'clock. One more time, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now just letting your gaze forward again or at the center of your heart. Go in the counterclockwise direction. 12 o'clock up, 9 o'clock left, 6 o'clock down, 3 o'clock right. One more time, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Now every hour, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Returning to 12 o'clock for one more time. 11 o'clock, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to 12 o'clock. And then let your gaze soften back to the third eye or center heart. Knowing we just worked on our muscles around the eye. Knowing that wherever our drishti goes, our attention goes. So it's nice to work on that as well, like a lizard. Okay, when you're ready, find the edge closest to you and sway the hammock nice and open so you know there's no twists. Once you see the other edge, go ahead, put your fingers in with the thumb out, that push grip with this open fabric, and open your arms out to a T. And then from here, keeping the arms as they are, twist left to right, left to right. If it feels comfortable, have the gaze follow. For 3, at any pace that feels good for you. 2, 1. Returning back to center. Arms shoulder width apart or slightly wider, and then exhale, hinge forward. Resting your stomach on your thighs. Reaching your fingers forward, getting that nice stretch even on your waist. And from here, sway left to right. Feeling the low back stretch as well. Coming back to center, chest is still low. Keep your left arm reaching forward and exhale, swing your right arm behind you. When you do this, try to keep your arms as straight as you can. A couple more times, opening our right shoulder. Again, try to keep at least your right arm as straight as you can. The elbow extended. And one more time, reach your arms in opposite direction, like someone's pulling each hand away from your midline. For 2, 1. Return your right arm forward and other side. Exhale, left arm open. And a couple of times back and forth. Each side's different, so it's nice to notice which side is tighter today or looser. Which side do I need to breathe a little bit more? And hold it behind you in your shoulder extension. And now reach your arms in opposite direction. For 2, 1. Return your left arm forward, and this time both arms. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, extend your arms behind you. Keep your elbows as straight as you can. Inhale, forward, and exhale. Whew. Last time here. Hold it behind you. Squeeze so much you close the gap between your pinky fingers. For 2, maybe shoulder width apart. 1, reach your arms forward and roll up. Lovely. Release the fabric and come up to an upright position here with the vertical thighs for a wrist strap. Arms out to a T, as if you're gonna hug someone, arms forward through the middle. And slide the hands down, shoulder width apart. And a hinge forward here, tabletop. Knees hip width apart, middle toes point straight back. Cat cow. As you inhale, lift your sit bones and look up. And exhale, round your spine and gaze at your navel. Inhale, cow pose as you arch your spine and look up. And exhale, cat pose as you tuck your chin and gaze at your belly button. One more time, inhale, cow, spinal hyperextension. And exhale, cat, spinal flexion. From here, roll on up. And then now we'll get a single wrist wrap. So The right hand will hold both posts as the left hand releases. Slide the right hand down so there's no slack. Back to the tabletop with the left shoulder underneath the wrist. Extend the left toes behind you as you try to bring the heel down for a calf stretch. You could pulse forward a couple times and then eventually hold it as deep as you can. Only you can feel that energy behind the calf. For 2, 1. Returning forward, shoulder over wrist, and lift the left leg up parallel to the ground. Take out the external rotation, rolling the outer thigh down to square your hips. And exhale, leg raise, kicking your leg as high as you can. Inhale down, parallel, and exhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, hold as high as you can. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your knee to nose. Touch. Inhale, open nice and long. And exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, long. Exhale, touch, knee to nose, and hold. Round your spine. Think cat pose. For 2, 1. One more time, elongate. And when you bring the left foot down, bring it to the side so it's in line with your right knee. Middle toe points forward. Gaze at your navel as you round up. And the left hand will also hold both posts here as you bring the arms to face the right side of your space in a side plank. When you feel ready, exhale, left leg up parallel to the ground. And this time, flex the left foot and exhale, heel to sit bone, knee flexion. Inhale long, exhale, 2. Last time. Flex, touch that heel to sit bone, get that 90-degree angle between your legs. For 2, 1. Kick it back out, foot down, no sound, and rise back up. T-arms for the wrist wrap. So as if you're hugging, left arm outside in into that original wrist wrap we had earlier. And hinge forward, keeping the hips over the knee. If you want, you can sway left to right, left to right. Just a friendly reminder to keep pressing the left foot down. The pinky toe side tends to lift up, so press it down. Coming back to center for 1, cow cat. As we inhale, cow, lift the sit bones, look up. And exhale, cat, round the spine, gaze at belly. One more time into your cow position, tilting the pelvis forward. And exhale, sit back. Maybe, if you can, the heel and sit bone meet. If not, that's okay. Inhale forward and exhale, sit back as much as you can. One more time, inhale forward and exhale, hold. Left foot down for 2, 1. Come back up and roll back up. This time, the left hand will hold both posts. Slide the left hand down so there's no slack, and arms out to a T. On the next exhale, reach the right hand over to the side. Inhale back to center and exhale for 3, 2. Last time, and hold. Maybe you need to block here, maybe not, as you bring the right hand down underneath the shoulder for side plank. As we extend the left arm over the bicep. Keep pressing the right hand down, stacking the shoulders in one line, and when you feel ready, exhale, left leg up, parallel to the ground. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down and rise back up. For a back bend here, The right hand can go behind the right thigh, or if it's available, to the heel. Fingers point in the direction of the inner edge, the thumb on the outer edge. As you exhale, the left arm swings all the way back behind you. Press the hips forward, lift the chest up, and gaze back for 2, 1. Coming back forward, the crown the last to rise up. And now we're ready for the other side as you bring the knees back down, hip width apart, and the right hand down underneath the shoulder. This time, extend the right leg behind you, tucking the toes under, and pulse forward and back so that you can feel the space behind your calf stretch. Hold in your deepest stretch for 3, 2, 1. Come back shoulder over wrist. Exhale, right leg up, parallel to the ground. Spiral the right outer thigh down to square your hips. Exhale, leg raise, kick it up. Inhale, parallel, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, hold as high as you can. Then exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. 2 more times, long. Exhale, tuck, round. Last time, long. Exhale, round and hold, knee to nose for 2, 1. Nice and long. And when you bring the right foot down, bring it to the side, toes in line with the left knee. And from here, rise on up. Arms to a T so that the right hand now will hold on to both posts, shoulder width apart, as we extend the arms to the left side. Keep lifting the arms up, 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 shoulders close to the ears so that you feel the nice elongation in the waist. And when you're ready, exhale, right leg up. Let's flex this time for knee flexion. Exhale, heel to sit bone. Maintain that 90-degree angle between the legs. Inhale, long. Exhale, bend. 3, 2. Last time, hold for 2, 1. Extend, foot down, no sound. Rise up. Back to a T. For now, the wrist wrap. We're hugging someone outside in. We're back to that original wrist wrap. Shoulder width apart or so the tension. And hinge forward into our tabletop here. And you can sway left to right. Coming back to center. Inhale, cow, lift the sit bones, look up, back bend. And exhale, round the spine, engaging the lower abdominals, gazing at your belly button. Coming back to our cow. And exhale, sit back as much as you can. Maybe you connect sit bone to heel, maybe not. Inhale, up. And exhale, sit back. 2 more times. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. Reminder for the right foot to always press down, especially the pinky toe side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down for 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. And you can have the crown over the pelvis here. And now the right hand will hold both posts, sliding the hands down to a T. On your next exhale, reach over to the left side. Inhale back to center and exhale, reach as far as you can. 1 more time, reach. Maybe the left block needs to go under the left hand or not for side plank. Extending the right bicep over the ear. If it feels okay, right leg lifts up. Find your static hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back down for the back bend. Left hand behind the left thigh or to the foot. As you exhale, right arm extends behind you. Hips forward over the knee, lifting the chest up and gazing back for 2, 1. Coming back to center, the crown, the last part to arrive, as we now just rest down in a traditional child's pose, knees together. Arms can extend forward, or if you want, behind you here, so that the head can rest down, resetting your breath. And when you feel ready, we'll come back to a tabletop position here with both the hands down, no wrist wrap. And curl the toes under. Protract your shoulders, think cat pose, as you press your chest towards your thigh. Downward dog pose. Receiving that full body stretch. Take any little movements you need, maybe pedaling out your heels. Swaying your hips side to side. Moving your head side to side, up and down. When you feel ready, reach your hands, walk them one at a time, very slowly towards your feet, until you feel like you can slowly come on up to a standing position. From here, arm time. So we'll get the double wrist strap, arms out to a T. As we're for hugging, so someone reach it forward, somewhere above your head, 2 times. 1, 2. Just 3 jumps, okay? Inhale, bend your knees, prepare. Exhale, press the feet off the ground, jump. Elbow, shoulder width apart. Shoulders far away from ears. And slowly down, no sound. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, jump. Pull your weight up for 2, 1, and no sound down. On this last time, you can do that, or if you have the inverted pencil available, you may do that. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, up. Rotate back if you can, flexing the feet on the inner edges, or maybe toes pointed to the center. For 2, 1. Flex feet, come down slowly as you gaze towards your chest and landing down, no sound. Slowly unwrapping your hands here, and we'll find a nice leg wrap. So find the edge closest to you. Make sure it's untwisted. You want half the fabric at the foot, so just grab maybe 5 or 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. And place it at your foot. The toes all the way in, all the way to that crease between your upper thigh and low butt. Right hand can hold the edges. Left hand on your hip as you take your swings. Feels great on the hip. Feels great with the wind if you can get the edge to flap back and forth. But it can also test out your balance. Try to have your left middle toe pointing forward to help square off your hips. Okay, coming back to center, reach your arms in the center and hold on to the fabric edges, your clothes, or your foot if you can. And exhale, fold. Keep your left hip over your left ankle and flex your right foot so much to feel your calf stretch. If you don't feel anything, use the fabric edge to pull back, and use more of your upper arm strength and the flexed foot to get that stretch. And when you had enough, coming back up to center and adjust the fabric edge to now the arch. So toes are out, hello, and just to the arch. Any way you can, and meet in a nice upright position with the knee over ankle. Remember, toes are out. From here, grab the edges, the thumb faces down, as close as you can towards the edge. Packed shoulders, so scapular retraction, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Lower the shoulder blades down and rotate your arms externally. And on your next exhale, extend your right leg. The left leg must be firm. Left leg must be firm, meaning straight. So pull the left kneecap up into the hip socket. Do not let it bend. If your right leg is extended, then you can use your arm strength to pull. 4 more depth. So left leg must be straight before you try anything with the right leg. Let go of that ego. Slowly coming back down, covering the toes again, and making sure the hammock's underneath the foot. Take a step forward with the base leg and swing the right leg open one more time. Bring the right arm forward here for a side bend. The hands would just find any edge to hold on to as you spiral the chest up. Or perhaps your right hand can grab the big toe side of the foot and the left hand to the pinky toe side. Either way, you spiral your chest up, showing your right armpit higher. For 2, 1, rise back up, T-arms, side Tinkerbell. Right palm faces up and hold on to the whole edge. Then left hand, palm faces up, uneven reverse grip. Lift the left heel up to pivot towards the left and rotate the right hip down. And now we're facing the left side of our space. Exhale, push the weight back into a nice split. For 2, 1. And maybe if you can't, you feel like you can bring the left foot up, toe to the opposite leg. For 2, maybe looking up. 1, left foot down, no sound. Coming back up. And bring the right heel in front of you. Bend the knee, external hip rotation. For Luna, both hands grab the left side of your fabric here and lean back, bend the left knee, kick the left leg through the middle as you spiral through. Hammock in the middle of your butt. Lovely. We'll make some wings here today. Left hand reverse grip above your head behind you. And push the hammock away to bring the left knee on top. The left knee is on top. Now we need to face forward, even basic grip. So left hand will grab up your forehead height, then right arm up and around. So both armpits hit. Lean back, and then that way the fabric will go to the middle of the butt. And now you have like this little swing seat with some compression around the ankles, perhaps some crunchy toes. And now find your wings. Some finger action time using the muscles in our fingers. Okay. As if we did that bent arm hang pose. So it's still at shoulder height, the hands, the grip won't change. But squeeze the elbows in to bring the left leg out. Then find your pose, toes to the opposite leg. And if you can, reach the wings open again. For 2, 1. The left foot down, no sound. Hands don't change, hands don't change. One at a time, bring it back and through the middle. Back and through the middle. Then one more time, pivot to the left like we did for side Tinkerbell. And exhale, split. Roll the right outer thigh down. Just so you can see, I'm going to pivot a little bit. For 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself back up and rotate the leg in front of you. And you're back in that leg wrap here. And other side. So you could just take it out and do the other side, or if you want to use some strength, bring it to the knee. Then grab the fabric edges, lean back, bring the left leg through, and the right leg out. And then bring it back to the front. Okay, so once we're at the other side here, getting set up for our swings, left hand holds onto the edge with the right hand on the hip, and swing, swing. And even though we're swinging here, still focused on our foundation, our base leg, so that firmness, engaging our quad by pulling the kneecap up into the hip socket. So not back, but up. Coming back to the center, and then arms in the center of the fabric to now either grab that hammock or your clothes, your pants, or your foot. Keeping the right hip over the ankle, exhale, fold. Connecting the low belly, upper thigh. Connecting your chest to knee. Connecting your forehead to shin, gazing at the center line of your body. Flex the left foot so much so you can feel your calf stretch. For 2, 1. Coming back up, and now adjusting the fabric. So your toes are out, and now it's only to the arch, the middle of the foot, with the knee over ankle. Standing nice and tall, center of the pelvis right underneath the crown. Hands grab that front edge, the thumb down, as close as you can towards the foot. From now on, you keep that chest nice and open, shoulders packed, and exhale, extend the left leg forward. If you can, bend your elbows to bring the foot closer, but remember, form over depth. So keep the right leg straight, middle toe pointing forward, gazing at the left big toe for 2, 1, and reversing the entry one step at a time, and covering the toes back to the foot. Step the right foot forward, swing the left leg back open to the side here, and bring the left arm forward, T-arms, for a side body stretch, lateral flexion as the hands grab the edge, shoulder width apart, or maybe you can get that nice bind for revolved head to knee, Padavrita Janushasana. Left hand to the big toe edge, right hand to the pinky toe edge. And exhale, spiral your chest up towards the ceiling for 2, 1. Rising back up, T-arms for side Tinkerbell. The right hand, palm faces up, holding the entire post, and the left hand, palm face up. Lifting the right heel up to pivot to the right side of your space, rotating the left hip down, and exhale, push your weight back for the splits. Rotate the left outer thigh down. Hopefully feel that difference. And if it feels okay, side Tinkerbell as you float those right toes up. It's okay if the heel is touching, but one day maybe it's just the big toenail. Gazing up for 2, 1. Right foot down, no sound. Coming back up and rotating that left leg in front of you again. Bend the left knee so that the heel is in front of you. For Luna, Both hands grab the right side of your hammock here. An even basic. Lean back. Kick the right leg through the middle and spiral your body up through the middle. Fabric to the middle of that sweet spot for those nice wings. So this time your right hand will grab reverse grip behind you. Left hand pushes forward to then give the space for the right knee to come on top. We have to face forward, even basic. So right hand transfers over, overhead somewhere, ear forehead height, and left arm up and around. Armpits are hooked. Lean back so the fabric in the middle of the butt can go to the foot. And then sit on the hammock like a swing seat. And find your wings. Use your fingers. Find those edges. Okay, so like the other side, you can keep the elbows bent close to your rib cage to bring the right foot out, or you can challenge yourself and keep the arms straight. Either way, the right leg releases. Passe for 2. 1. Right foot down, no sound. Hands don't change, but they go back and through the middle. Back and through the middle. Then pivot to the right side of your space. Middle toe faces the right. And exhale, split. I'll pivot a little so you can see the nice shape with the open fabric. For 2, 1. Come back up and rotate the left leg forward, back to the leg wrap, but this time you can just release and mindfully take the leg out. Time for our inversion here. Today we'll do our front belt, hammock to the hip crease. So we're underneath the plumb line and the hands are just wider than the hips. The thumbs touch the outer hips. Heels up, hammock to the hip crease. Don't let it go to the belly button line. And keep walking forward till you can't. Hammock to the hip crease. Slightly hinge forward to get it there. And when you feel confident, release your hands for some swan arms. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Then exhale, down, palms face down. Then arms up, inhale, arms down, exhale. One more, inhale up, look up, and exhale down. But this time, you'll reach for the fabric, even reverse. The palms face up. When we're in an upright position, right? Walk back to create no swing. Depends on your space, right? And then once you know you're underneath your plumb line, lift those legs up. Locust pose. Point your toes and take the outer rotation of the thighs down. For 2, 1. Slowly slide the hands down and tuck the knees to the chest for wind relieving pose. You can clasp your hands at your shins, or maybe you can get the snuggest grip possible, grabbing above the elbows, tricep, bicep area, getting the snuggest grip, getting the greatest massage at the hip crease. On your next exhale, press your shoulders away from your ears. For 3, send your breath towards your hip crease. 2, 1. Gently release your hands to the top of the mat, like downward dog, shoulder width apart, and press your weight back, legs parallel to the ground, pointed toes. On your next exhale, straddle into wheelbarrow, outside in. Flex the feet outside in. Shoulders will stay as they are as you sway your hips left to right. Keep using your shoulders to press your weight back. Fight that sensation of coming onto your elbows. Okay, coming back to center. And climbing up here. Gazing at your belly button, bend your elbows. Reach your arms up between your legs. Grab the posts. Keep reaching up, climbing up, reaching up, climbing up. And push the legs down. If the hammock's not to that sweet spot, swim the legs back and forth until they're there. And then you can reach the arms through for reverse grip. Shoulders are forward. And point the toes down if it feels comfortable. Anjali Mudra at your heart center. For 2, 1. Dolphin pose. Hammock's inside the hip bones right now, but as you stretch forward, you can use your hands to push the fabric outside your hip bones to your hip crease for dolphin pose. Depending on the proportions and how high you set your hammock, maybe fingers touch or not. But if they do touch the ground, just think of it like monkey pose, so there's no weight. Another locust pose. Reverse grip, palms face up. Pull your weight up until the legs are parallel to the ground. Maybe you can practice with more external rotation. Basic grip, where the thumbs now face up. And then you can practice back to reverse grip, where thumbs face down in this position. Coming back to our dolphin. Hands released. To rise back up as if you did locust one more time. Even reverse, pull yourself up to come out basic grip. We love this exit, right? So make sure those knees don't bend. But if you do slide onto the ground, make sure you have no sound when you land down, okay? So even basic armpits behind, legs in a straddle, knees are straight, legs are straight, shoulder height for the most support. Lean back, legs wide, lean back, legs wide, inverted straddle. Then like downward dog pose, hands at the top of the mats to hip hang. Forearms are parallel to each other. Knees bent to the chest. The crown reaches towards the earth, so the back of the neck's nice and long. Heels close to sit bones. And come out, hands forward at the top of the mats. Reach the feet down. Walk the feet forward until you can't walk them forward anymore. Roll on up, one vertebra at a time. Hook the hammock back to your chest and armpits. One last little reset here after that inversion. If you need to, you can massage your hip crease. Give it some nice love. And when you're ready, roll back up. So we'll do that front belt sequence like one more time to have a different exit. But once you see it and you're like, nah, that's not for me, you can always come back to this exit that we just did. So one more time into our locust entry for our front belts. Heels up, hammock down. Step forward till you can't. Even reverse grip, slide the arms up and up as high as you can. Walk the feet back, no swing for this entrance. Legs up parallel to the ground, but this time maybe we stag. Right foot to the left thigh to push it up. Push it up, look up for 3, 2, 1. Another side. Left foot underneath right thigh till you push it up for 3, 2, 1. and slowly sliding down into our hip hang. Wheelbarrow, hands at the top of the mat like downward dog. Push your spine nice and straight. Legs come wide into a straddle. Outside in, hook your feet flexed. Outside in. To climb up here, gaze at your navel, bend your elbows, weights back underneath the plumb line. And when you feel ready, reach for the fabric between your legs. Climb up. Push the legs down. And if the hammock's not to that sweet spot, make sure you swim your legs back and forth. Even reverse grip forward. Shoulders forward here, palms face up. Or maybe prayer position at the center of your heart. Okay, so I'll show you here really quick. We're in our dolphin and a double wheelbarrow. So we just did it twice, but outside in. And then it'll be into our handstand. So if you're like, I don't want to do this into handstand, then you know the exits from here. And you can still try the double wheelbarrow. Okay, so if you haven't already, into the dolphin, hammock to the hip crease, arms just down. This time, even basic. Before we were grabbing with reverse grip for locust, but now just grab normally. Normal. Legs outside in, double wheelbarrow. And from here, keep the toes hooked, keep the feet flexed. But extend the legs, slide the legs up. Slide the legs up as much as you can. Skydiver. Arms alongside your body as you gaze far away, extending the chin away from chest. For 2, 1. Hands down like handstand. For our exit here, we'll just do the right leg first. So, unwrapping the right foot twice. 1. And when you unwrap the second time, make sure you keep that knee close to the chest to keep the hammock to the hip crease. And other side. Unwrap the left foot twice. 1, 2. To the hip crease. Back to hip hang. Take a moment. And let's come out. Hands reach to the top of the mat. Feet down. Walk the feet forward until you feel balanced. And roll on up. One reset here, hammock to the chest and armpits. Lovely, great job. Roll on up and you feel ready for on the hammock time, Baddha Konasana. So for this one, you'll feel some compression around the ankles. So just be mindful the exit is our swing seat. So let the blood come back to the toes. Take your favorite foot on top of the loop. Reach as high as you can, shoulders away from ears, base heel up, and maybe now you can slide it up even higher, still shoulders far away from ears. No swing, push the right foot down. Stand even. Feel this foot massage, grab at a comfortable height here. Point the toes, get more massage. Flex the feet. No toes, no heels are hooked, right? Just arches. Point, then flex. Okay, enough of that. From here, lean back. Open the knees, join the soles together, and sit on your heels. Ensure the fabric that the knees do not go forward because then you'll slip forward, yeah? So legs behind. And reverse grip like we're doing, shoulders forward, palms face up. You can keep holding onto the fabric, or maybe you feel like you can release one hand at a time on top of your legs, maybe in a mudra. Feeling our hips open here, plus the compression around our feet. So notice my toes are facing down, but maybe this time when I regrip, I can sit my weight back so my toes face forward instead. And maybe I can still release my arms down or not. Take your position, Baddha Konasana. For 3, 2, 1. For our inversion here, so you can watch really quick if you want to see the exit. You have even reverse grip above your head, internal shoulder rotation, so that now the thumb faces down instead of up at the belly line. Then you'll stretch forward, and maybe the fingers get stuck or maybe not. But to come out, we need to have not the basic grip, but the reverse grip, the palms face up. And you need to pull up and then bring the armpits back to your swing seats, okay? So you can get stuck there if you don't have the strength to come up. So just make sure you have that in mind. So even reverse, then internal shoulder rotation, one hand at a time to grab at your waist. Tuck your chin, roll forward. If the fingers get stuck, just wiggle them out and like monkey pose, palms face up. Taking in the sensations here, the full spinal decompression. And if you want, you can just go into your monkey pose instead if you don't like this one today. That's okay. Body's different every day. Clasp your hands behind your back. Stretch your arms far away from you. Avoid hinching your wrists. If you need to, open up the base of the palms. Notice which thumb is on top. And then gently release your arms for the other side with the other thumb on top, stretching your arms as much as you can, extending your elbows for 3, 2, 1. Back to the monkey arms. To come out, that even reverse grip, palms face up. This is basic. This is reverse. I hope you can see the difference. Pull up, armpits behind, basic, and kick the leg forward for a swing seat. Let the blood come back to the toes. And when you're ready, hop on out gently. Time to come inside our hammock here. Face the back of your mat. Find the edge. Step back a few times so you're well behind the plumb line. Right thumb in. Pivot towards the left so you face the front. Left thumb in now too. Stretch your arms away from each other. Get that nice shoulder stretch. Grab the hammock 5 or 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk back to the middle line. Elbows inside. Chicken wings. Slide the hands down. And push yourself in. Push yourself in to sit on the hammock. For bow pose here. Mitten hands, fingers stay extended on the back of the fabric as we slide our hands down, not to the waist, but to the sacrum. So if you need, find that cow tilt to give yourself more space to the sacrum. Then gaze at your navel and lean back, backs parallel to the ground. Stretch your arms up and then keep leaning back. Slide your hands down with control. And if you feel okay, monkey arms, palms face up. Or maybe you get one hand to one foot. Knees hip-width apart, big toes together. Keep kicking into your hands. And if you don't get the feet, that's okay. Just keep reaching for it. And keep extending your chin away from your chest. For 3, kick, kick, kick. Puff your chest forward. 2, 1. Gently release. Grab the fabric, pull yourself up. Tuck your chin, keep your chest lifted. Jalanda Bandha to reset. For shoulder stand here, reach the hammock behind you to reach at least over your shoulders. Gaze at your belly to roll down. First supine position in the hammock so you can sway side to side. It feels nice. But when you're ready, reach your head out of the fabric, hammock to your neck. Grab the fabric normally, just a nice basic grip. I'm going to change so that you can see better. Okay, flex the feet above the edges of your hands and slide it up. Keep sliding. Avoid that rounded spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And if it feels okay, maybe you can bring one foot to the center. Or maybe both, toes pointed. You choose your 1 minute shoulder stand, just knowing you're getting so many great benefits. Myofascial release around the neck, that trapezius muscle where we hold so much tension. Lymphatic drainage. There's no heart like in our circuvascular system that pumps our blood. So what pumps our lymph? Movement or inversions. So it prevents all that swelling in our legs. Halfway there. I always know you can come down if you need. Always coming back to your breath. We slowed it down, maybe thoughts came inside your head. You can say thank you and think about them later. You can observe them later. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly know that the fabric will catch you and then put your entire body inside. From toes to head. Take any movements you need here to prepare for your Savasana, the most important part of our practice. So you can wiggle, 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 sway, sway, sway. But take out any discomfort. Take your most favorite position with your arms crossed over your chest or hands out, fabric to the elbows. So you can receive everything that you deserve from your practice, reaping all the benefits. Giving yourself permission to do nothing but just relax. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Savasana. Slowly start to bring awareness back to your space, back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your head side to side, your body side to side. And when you feel ready, pull yourself up into your bucket seats, fabric to your knees, and let your head rest down. And one last reset, just in gratitude for today's practice together, and in gratitude for everything your body has allowed you to do today. Roll back up, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And today I also have the affirmations. So we have 3 random. And let's just shuffle it up so that it is random for me too. And let's choose the right one. And it says, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. I love it. Thanks again for joining. See you at the next flight.